Okay, I'm recording this. This is like a very rough first video. So I want to talk about going, basically playing the numbers game with going door to door. In this context, building a service business, home services business. So I'm in the UK, infamously. I would say compared to America and from what I've seen in other English speaking countries, we've got a more kind of dour, skeptical bunch of people in England. So that's important to bear in mind for um, this point. So I've been going door to door for kind of a year on and off. The last 6 months solidly, building up a customer base for mostly window cleaning. Um, in a quite an affluent area. I've tried this customer acquisition method in less, like notoriously less affluent areas of the country, and it's worked just fine there. Maybe slightly better there actually. Um, so yeah, the main like finding or realization is you can't take the variation between one door and the next is so great. You can't take any sort of rejection personally. So the, I mean, like, there's really good examples. One of them, a few weeks ago, I was on an estate. I knock on the door, say, I'm doing window cleaning in the area. Would you be interested in a quote? That's basically my pitch. I don't sell or try and like um push myself or like what I'm offering on people. I don't come at them like like you're going to miss this one-time offer or I don't like to pressure people, and that way it keeps it just quite authentic, and I don't feel like personally I don't feel like I'm bothering people if that's my approach. So that's what I've been doing for context. And basically I'll knock on a door, or in this case I knocked on the door, and they said, like, we're not looking for a window cleaner, but no thanks very much. Their dog came out. I said hello to their dog. Um, they both said, like, good luck and have a nice rest of your day. Um, and then the very next door I knocked on um, was someone. She was she's basically like looked at me like I just offered to like shit on her doorstep or something. It was a complete 180. Same approach, exact same delivery, same day, just two different houses, and one of them like really polite and nice. The next one really like terse, like shut the door very quickly. Just wanted me out of there. So obviously, like, there's a personality thing, um, but it really just, so that, yeah, like, there's a personality thing, and she's probably like, maybe she's busy or like rushing around or something. And then the next thing is if they really want the service, that's you don't have to like sell or dress anything up at all. You can just literally go up to them. I've done door to door sales where I've gone up to them and like stumbled my words, like literally said, like, I think verbatim it's something like, hello, I'm doing a gutter cleaning. Are you interested in a quote? And as soon as I said gutter cleaning, her eyes lit up and she was just immediately interested, even though it's like the sloppiest, like, most mumbly, unprofessional quote. But she was in the market and she wanted gutter cleaning. So I was in with a job, and it's that simple, really. It's honestly just a numbers game. So yeah, the biggest takeaway is just how you can't take anything personally, and you just keep like playing. It's like a slot machine basically, and you just keep pulling the handle. I don't know how slot machines work, but I'm guessing that's it. You just keep pulling the handle, um, and then you get ones who come in and they're like, one can be really rude. Then literally the next door, it can be someone who they'll be like, yes, that's exactly what we're looking for. That's amazing. Also, we've got this, and this we want doing too. Can you do that? And I'm like, yeah, of course. And then not only that, they'll sign themselves up for like a direct debit. They'll be like, oh, we'll set ourselves up on direct debit for you. So yeah, I mean, it's it's a really kind of interesting exercise in human nature, and just you just learn to not mind. It's not like you don't care, and it's not like I say I don't mind is the right way to look at it. If someone's like really rude or whatever, I just don't mind. It's okay. It's not it's kind of like a mechanical, I don't know, like a mechanical input maybe. Maybe you kind of I don't, because at first when you're going door to door you kind of think like, is it me? It must be me and my pitch. It's all about me. But I think now it's maybe you can like dress somewhat professionally. I mean, this is like, I'll wear a different hat, but like this is pretty much what I'm wearing. And then like just what I actually work in basically. Um, I like smile and try and be nice and polite, and I don't crowd in at the door and just basic things like if you can have a normal interaction with a person, you wouldn't crowd them in, or like be excessively loud. Like a conversation. It's just a conversation. And the same social cues. I try not to be autistic apply there. So you just have the same approach, and then they either want the service or they don't, and that's it. And you just move on to the next if they don't, and if they do, that's amazing. Um, and if they don't, try and like don't view them as the other, or they're like rooting against you, because it's literally just they don't. Some, especially with window cleaning, some people can't afford it. Some people don't really notice those kind of things. Some people are quite happy to live in like a dirty house. Some people like doing it themselves. It can be any number of things. Most of the time they've already got a window cleaner. There probably are people who look at me and they're like, I don't like him for whatever reason. And that's fine too. Yeah, I mean, like maybe 30% how I'm approaching. Obviously, if I do something absolutely insane, obviously then I'm not going to pick up any customers. But by and large, it's, yeah, I mean, 70% them. And how they come across is kind of, it really just reflects on them way more than you. If you're polite and just somewhat socially calibrated and acceptable, um, that's all there is you can really do. Um, that said, I haven't ever sold a I've sold high ticket services by accident, because I've been selling a low ticket one and they've asked for a high ticket one. Um, so I don't really know if there's an art to sales or it's just a numbers game. But the main takeaway before I ramble too much is don't take anything personally in business, or same with job applications, or like dating as well. It's all exactly the same. Like the difference in response of just different people can't be understated. There are fundamental things that will improve how you do and how you're received. But then it's just raw numbers. And yeah, that can be, once you look at it that way, it can be maybe demoralizing. There's no shortcuts, but then you can start planning for like, you can have a better approach. You can be like, okay, I need to just put this number of hours in. It's not a matter of like coming up with a perfect pitch and like nailing it. It's just like, I need to be able to put this many hours in. Therefore it's probably going to be beneficial to, do things like sleep well, just like make yourself presentable on a daily basis, look after like your energy levels, and your mood. And yeah, the mood thing's massive. I think the only reason I'll get door-to-door results is my mood doesn't really fluctuate anymore, because like I said, I don't mind. Like even when people say yes, I'm kind of pleased, but it's not like a big roller coaster of emotions. It's just kind of like a very steady kind of thing. The biggest thing that'll happen for my mood is occasionally I'll just remind myself I'm doing well, and like I'm putting in work to build my business, and I'm spending my time effectively. That's the biggest like needle mover when it comes to my mood. So that's all just internally generated, and I just keep going door to door. And some areas like you just eat shit non-stop, and there's no one wants a service, or any related services, or even wants a quote or just a leaflet. And that's for every one of those days, you'll get a day when you just effortlessly pick up, like, you pick up 5 people in an hour. And then, I mean, at that point, I usually go home and just chill out because I've achieved my quota for the day. That's the other thing that helps a lot as well. Just I like a set number of customers to take on every week, and I'll hit it. And then if I want to do more, that's just a bonus. That's just bonus work. And if I don't hit it either, that's never happened. But I know I've put the time in, and I know over time, maybe I have a bad week or even a bad month going door to door, but eventually I'll make my way to areas where it's less competitive, or there's more people who just want to throw money at you, or for whatever reason I'll just pick up more people. So yeah, it's a numbers game. Keep yourself in the numbers game, and just keep going for time. Basically, that's that's my takeaway. I don't think the main point of this video was supposed to be not to take things like personally, but yeah, I've rambled a bit more and gone more into the general kind of door to door stuff and mindset. So yeah, that'll be a first video. I'll try and stick to a topic as I go forward. But yeah, I think that's everything.